Fly to the sky. Fly, fly, fly. Take me up high. Fly, green butterfly.
Hello learners, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to do hygiene and nutrition. We are going to deal with hygiene and nutrition. And hygiene and nutrition, we are going to deal with personal hygiene. And under personal hygiene, we are going to see personal items. Remember that when you are in grade 1, you learned about how to clean your body parts and the things that you use to clean your body parts. Today, now that we are going to look at the personal items, first of all, I'm going to tell you what personal items are. Personal items are things that you used to clean your body. The items, the things that you are going to use to make your body clean. So that's what it means by personal items. Things you use to clean yourself. So I'm going to give you some different items that you use when cleaning yourself. For example, if you want to clean your teeth, you are going to use something called a toothbrush. A toothbrush, it's one of the personal items that is used to clean your teeth. So brush, a brush for brushing our teeth. The second personal item that I'm going to give you is a face towel. A face towel is an item used to dry your face. Once you have washed your face, you need to dry it. So you're supposed to use something called face towel. Another thing that you are going to use to clean your body is an handkerchief. A handkerchief. A handkerchief is also one of the personal items that is used to clean your nose. Once you have mucus, you need to remove, you use your handkerchief. It is not good to use your, some of us, they use the hand. That is not good. Not good at all. You are supposed to use a handkerchief to clean your nose. Another personal item is a comb. A comb for combing your hair. If you want to comb your hair, you need to have a comb. Another personal items, we have soap, also being one of the personal items. There are so many. So all those that I've mentioned, they are things that we use to clean our body. Things that we use to clean our body. Now that you have learned on some of the personal items, we are going to see on how to make these personal items. For example, if you don't have money, yes, for buying an handkerchief or face towel, there's the way you can make it. So we are starting with handkerchief. How do we make this handkerchief? You don't have money for buying handkerchief. What you do here, you get a piece of a cloth. You get a piece of cloth. You cut a piece of cloth. That piece of cloth can as well be used as handkerchief. Same applies to face towel. You can as well get a piece of cloth and use it as a face towel. A toothbrush. A toothbrush you can get, if you don't have money to buy a toothbrush, we can make a toothbrush from a chewed stick. You get a stick and you chew it. So if you don't have money, you can as well make a toothbrush from a chewed stick. The toothpaste now that you use with the brush to brush your teeth, you can as well use salty water to brush your teeth as a toothpaste. you use salt water as a toothpaste to brush your teeth. Okay, personal items, we are not supposed to share them. We are not supposed to share personal items. Remember, I've said that there are things that we use to clean our body, so we are not supposed to share them. What happens when you share these items? Once you share these items, you may end up being sick. You get germs. For example, when you share the comb, you may end up getting ringworms. So do not share the personal items. So I'm going to give you an exercise to see if you have understand well on the personal items. You are going to tell me whether you can share that or you are not supposed to share. So the answer will be share, not share. Okay? Share, do not share. Share, do not share. Okay. Care of personal items. Now that you know about the personal items, how do we make them clean? Because everything needs to be clean for you to use. How do we care for this personal item? For example, an handkerchief. Once you have used the handkerchief, it becomes dirty. So how do you clean this handkerchief? So the first thing that you're supposed to do, you put water in a basin. You put clean water in a basin. You add soap. So the first step, put the clean water in the basin. The second one, add soap. The third one, you put some little salt to soften the dirty. The reason as to why you are putting the salt in the water is to soften the dirty. Once the dirty is soft, it comes out easily. So that is the reason as to why we put the salt. The fourth step, you wash the handkerchief. Now you wash the handkerchief very well. After washing the handkerchief, the fifth step, you rinse it in a clean water. Rinse it in a clean water. And the last step, you hang the handkerchief to dry. You hang the handkerchief to dry. So that's how we care for the handkerchief. Let's move to the second personal items. And the second personal items is a face towel. How do we care for a face towel? How do we wash a face towel? The first thing that you're supposed to do, you put water in a basin. Make sure that water is clean. You put it in a basin. The second step, you had soap. You had soap in the water. The third step, you wash your face towel cleanly. Wash it carefully so that it becomes clean. After it's clean, you rinse the face towel in a clean water. You rinse the face towel in a clean water. And the last step is you hang it to dry. You hang the face towel to dry. That's how we care for the face towel, or that's how we clean the face towel. Okay, the third personal item that we are going to clean is a comb or hair brushes. We have a comb and hair brushes. I'm going to show you the difference between a comb and hair brushes. Now these are the combs. These are the types of combs, and these are the hair brushes. This is how the hair brushes looks like, and these are the combs. So how do we clean the combs and the hair brushes? The first thing, you use a small stick to remove the pieces of hair in a comb or the hair brushes. You use a small stick to remove the pieces of hair in the comb or the hair brushes. After using the stick to remove the pieces of hair in a comb or hair brushes, the second step, you wash the comb and the hair in a warm soapy water. Warm soapy water. Remember, this the combs and the hair brushes have some oil, because you always apply some oil on your hair. So you find that the comb and the hair brushes have some oil, so the warm water, the warm soapy water will help the oil to come out from the combs of the hair brushes. So the second step is you wash the comb and the hair brushes in a warm soapy water. Then the third step, you rinse in a clean water. You rinse the combs and the hair brushes in a clean water. Then the fourth step, shake to dry. You shake to dry. This time we don't hang combs. We shake them to dry, and then you put the combs and the hair brushes in a clean place. You keep them in a clean place. That's all we can clean the hair brushes and the combs. Okay, the last item that I'm going to tell you on how to clean it is a toothbrush. A toothbrush. How do we care for a toothbrush? How do we clean a toothbrush? After brushing your teeth, you always rinse the brush with the water that you are using to brush. After brushing your teeth, after you have brushed your teeth, you rinse the brush with the water, with the clean water. Rinse the brush with a clean water. After doing that, how do we keep the brush? When you are keeping the brush in maybe a glass where you normally keep it, make sure that part that you always use to brush, not the holder, where you brush, the part that you use to brush your teeth, make sure it is facing up and the holder down. So when you are putting it in a glass, the toothbrush after brushing our teeth. Again, sometimes you are supposed to put the toothbrush in a warm, salty water. You are supposed to put the toothbrush in a warm, salty water. This will help the warm salt water will kill the germs that are in the toothbrush.
Your wings of home, take me up high, sing and dance.
First, you are going to name item shown in the picture. So you are going to name this. You name for me this personal item. You name them. Name the personal items that are here. Name them. And after that, you fill in the blank space using the words in the box. Fill in the blanks using the words in the box. These are the words that you are going to use to fill in the blank space. You fill in using the blank spaces. And that's what I had for you. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Up and down, everybody give and share.